And we're live.
We're live. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And I don't think there we go.
And we have no idea how we sound.
We have no idea how we sound.
Little
so
buddy
let us
decided
know in
to
the
play
chat.
with the...
Little buddy decided to play with the dials. Origins blocked their testing time.
I would have had time to test if I didn't have to log into Origin. God.
Origin, get your act together. So, hey. Greetings, Everett. Thanks for joining us.
All right, so we have a slight problem. I don't know where we're going because I forgot to do a poll for our patrons.
Mystic.
I'm going to make it an executive decision, say we can't do Vermeer yet.
Okay.
But beyond that, we have other options.
Oh, Mystic. Did you not put the cord connection in for the computer I'm watching this on?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's up by the speaker there. There you go. All right. We're just so professional.
I love Mystic, man.
So our options really boil down to Asteroid X-57, Pharos, or I believe we have Biotics to go interrogate, and we have a Kahoku mission to go do. There's other side stuff to do on the Citadel, but I think we should save that for one big episode because they're all kind of small, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Generally goes, hey, it's been a little while. Yeah, it has. Well, we had to reschedule the last week's live stream because dental shenanigans.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But we do have two patrons here, so I leave it up to you guys.
All right. So what are we choosing between again? I'm sorry.
Asteroid X-57, the Pharos colony, or we have the Biotic Extremists or the Kahoku mission.
Okay, so
we have 4 options and 2 people. This will go great.
There's no way the vote's going to be split. There's no way. But, well, Everett, you're the one who's been watching this for the first time, so I don't know how strong of an opinion you have with any of it. If I'm remembering correctly, I might be misremembering. Everett goes, that's super FTL. Yeah.
I'm just going to check stats and all that stuff. Wow.
Stats. Everett says, do whatever you think is the best story. Generally, do you have an opinion? Anybody else have an opinion? Just let us know. Now's the time. Speak now or forever hold your peace, or until the next live stream, really. Generally also has no opinion. So, Mystic, what do you think is best for the story?
Well, the ones that don't impact the main plot are going to be Kahoku and the Biotics.
Kahoku has 3 parts and we already did part 1.
Yes. But it doesn't impact the main plot. It's just seeding the second game.
I think for we do Kahoku. Kahoku. And then if we have extra time, the other thing.
Okay.
And then you will do the thing that you said you were going to do last time and then put up a vote right away.
Yeah.
I did not remind you to put up a vote because I thought you put up a vote right away.
And I get very easily distracted some days, so.
Yeah. No, again, I love you, but man, seriously? Generally goes finishing Kahoku sounds good.
Okay. Yangtze system in the Voyager cluster and investigate Cerberus activities on Binthu. Voyager cluster. Yangtze
It's called
system.
Binthu?
Binthu. B-I-N-T-H-U. Binthu.
I've been through there.
Don't. Just don't.
Ah! You can't look. If you get to forget to put up polls, I get to have puns. I think this is a fair balance.
All right.
This is making a marriage work, guys, right here.
All right, so Voyager cluster, Yangtze system. All right. I'm going to forget what the planet was, but that's okay.
Because I've been through there. I can't forget you've been through there. I'm having too much fun, guys. Can you tell I got enough sleep? Because I sure as heck did. Woo. No, I'm actually, I don't know. Riding a high. Had too much sugar before this, maybe.
Pardon me while I adjust my mic, like professional.
Professional.
If you would like to help us get professional and vote for the choices in
Commander,
this,
urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
you're stepping on my pitch, Hackett. If you'd like to support this Let's Play and the podcast and all that stuff, and get also voting in all the choices we make in this, hopefully in actual polls, not in the chat, join us over on patreon.com/lordtogether.
Yay!
All right. Now, what's Hackett want to talk about?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here.
Legal doesn't mean
Virtual
right.
intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
That's on the list now too. That also ties. Well, I'm not going to spoil that actually, but that's an important one in a really long-term way.
Everett goes, I think they need better terminology for the VI AI discussion. Well,
Okay, let's talk it.
all right. So virtual intelligence, something that is kind of like large learning machine, kind of like more what we have now is virtual intelligence in the universe. AI is sentient machines.
Yeah, actively thinking.
Actively thinking, making decisions, and creating new pathways or items based on, stuff. Generally goes, so the VI is secure enough that it can't access external channels, but it still has the ability to control actual weapons in its vicinity. That actually makes sense to me. If you have a closed network and a military infrastructure for training specifically, and the VI is only there to work within the closed network, you can give it the weapons because it's only going to be a danger in a closed network.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that makes it, you're limiting the liability there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. Generally it goes, Ed Everett, I was just wondering about that. Yeah, the VIAI, I've talked about this before, I love the distinction.
I think it's a great analogy you just said that the VI is what we have now. It's a large language model. Yeah. It responds in either a pre-programmed way or a way that sounds natural, but it's not actually thinking on its own.
Yes, exactly. Everett goes, why not just stick to the phrase computer processing for what they call VI? I think because we have to remember, this came out, 2007, 8?
6 or 7, yeah.
6 or 7. When this came out, nobody was talking about virtual intelligence versus artificial intelligence. And at that time, artificial intelligence was very much linked with the idea in sci-fi of sentience. So how do you get to something that's a step away from that? And virtual intelligence, I think, was the Mass Effect writers' way of trying to get to that idea. We were not having conversations like we are now about what I think we're mistakenly calling artificial intelligence. It's not artificial intelligence. It is large machine models.
Large language models.
Large language models that's taking a bunch of data, compiling it, maybe rearranging it. It's the difference between a computer program that's taking a bunch of Lego bricks and building it into different variations of what you could do with that combination. And then a computer deciding to suggest, I would like to make these bricks and to make something new or completely different outside of the bricks that was already given. No computer model right now is making something new outside of the bricks it's already given. So...
yeah, I'm going to take this group. Because why not?
Yes.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Unless nobody's. We are now talking about computer stuff. Everett says, or calculators, since a calculator is apparently a VI machine. Generally goes, I think the artificial part of AI is where people get confused. Right now we have computers that fake intelligence that seem artificial, but it's often used to mean computers that actually think. Everett goes, also game audio is overpowering your audio. So I'm glad we talked about that before we started doing the mission. Yeah, I think because we have to understand the conversation that's happening here in this game is technically almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
Oh God, do you feel old, Mystic? Because now I feel old. Like this is almost a 20-year-old conversation, and it's using language that's been basically like language evolves and moves, and what we call AI now is not what we called AI almost 20 and let's be honest, 20 years ago, because even though this was released in 2007, they started writing it probably 2003, 2002 maybe. Anyway, this is it's using 20-year-old conventions.
So I'm switching this up back to Caden and Ashley because
Yeah.
Cerberus is a Alliance human-centric org, and I don't know if they have anything unique to say, but I figure they have a better chance than the others.
Yeah. Generally goes, a lot of sci-fi has been very prescient, often depressingly so, but predictions of AI ascendance have been way off in my estimation. Because nobody's made it yet. I mean, I grew up watching Data on Star Trek. We have nothing anywhere close to that right now. We keep claiming we do, and we don't. And I'm sorry if my tone seems very pointed, because it's not to point at anybody in the chat. It's more pointed to the people who use AI as an advertising phrase. It had an educational, academic definition, and they took it and they totally manipulated it. And it makes me very upset, because I can't have a very clear, coherent conversation with other people now, because they've changed the language so much that it means something that it shouldn't. I've had to, I'm writing a story, or I should say I wrote a story, and I had to write it in a new way when I wrote it even not that long ago, because since AI is now being used as a different term, I can't say AI anymore. I have to say something else. So I'm not even going to say what word it is, because it's not even published yet. I've got another editor to look at it. We'll figure it out. Everett goes, generally I tend to agree, yes, TNG's data is AI. Nothing that actually exists is what I have ever understood to be AI. Generally goes, there's a possibility that the current wave of AI is a fad and will fade back somewhat when its shortcomings become obvious. Kind of hoping that would be the case. I agree with you generally. I think that's going to actually happen. It's the brand new thing. Everybody's kind of into it, People who have money to invest want to get richer, and they think this is the way they're going to get richer. It's not any of that stuff.
It's NFT 2.0.
It's NFT 5.0 because there's crypto was there to support. It's just so. I'm sorry. I should say it's crypto 5.0 because there was crypto, and then there's NFTs to legitimize the crypto, and then there was. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm about to go on a tangent.
On my way.
Tech will not save us.
I have no problem with the current AI stuff. I think it's going to be beneficial in some ways to certain sectors. It's not the end-all be-all, and frankly, it's kind of dumb.
It's not going to save us. It's not going to take away a lot of jobs. It's I don't know. It's going to be a while before we can get to anything close to data. Generally goes, crypto is its own even dumber situation. What was it? Folding Ideas has a really good long essay about that I agree with. He also did a great interview with Adam Conover about that. Okay, I'll talk until there's a cutscene. Everett says, as far as I know, computers are really good at repetitively doing preset steps with great speed and accuracy. That has always been and remains the case, nothing more. And Everett also loves Folding Ideas. Oh yeah. Been a fan for years now.
You must die.
You know, it was also a similar fad that everybody thought was going to be big and has died. The metaverse, and that's another one that Folding Ideas does a really good long video essay on.
That was a bad idea.
What happened? I went to sip some water and I missed something.
I didn't know that was going to open the thing. I should have realized it was, but it opened the thing.
Generally goes, the metaverse was never popular, thank goodness. You know who it was popular with? Investors. That's who it was popular with.
You want to thread this facility continue to one of the other nearby labs. Okay.
That last guy, it was kind of
Negative
like the
contact,
last
Commander.
was like, you, medic, grab a gun.
Looks like Cerberus has
Okay,
other
I
bases
guess
on
I'm
this
dead.
world, Commander.
I do appreciate, though, that once you've killed everybody you can in this area, they're like, move on.
Yeah. Leave the hinterlands.
Because some video games are bad at that. Exactly. So, Everett goes, I'm not even sure I understand what metaverse is. Is it virtual reality? Generally goes, it's like Second Life with worse graphics. Yeah.
That is not inaccurate, and that is still saying something.
Second Life without the legs.
They added legs eventually. Here's the thing, though. Oh, it's going to be an online world where you can communicate with any, but,
Did the Oh, Jesus. It's stuck. Yes, generality, we did get stuck. And we unstuck ourselves the best we could. Jared was like, don't spit in the mud, you'll make it worse. It's funny because I think, what was it you said when we first started playing, like the Mako could not get stuck? And I literally got it stuck once playing it. I was like, you do understand, Mystic.
The idea was it couldn't get stuck upside down, and you did.
Yeah, I did. Pretty bad, actually. There was something shooting at me, I think.
I think it was the Thresher axle, actually.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, Mystic. I don't think that's the first time I got stuck with a Mako. I think I tried it once on my brother's Xbox and got stuck.
Don't let Sapphy drive.
I hate driving. In games and in real life. I'm not bad at driving in real life. I'm bad at parking in real life. But I just hate driving.
Let me out.
I require freedom!
Jeez.
Generally goes, life pro tip, never drive immediately after playing a racing game.
Nope.
That sounds like a great pro tip. Thank you, Generality, for
I've
spreading
done that,
the good word.
like way back in the day playing Burnout, and then going driving, and my friend is like, dude, don't. What? You are almost hitting cars.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stop. You want to drive? Yes. Oh, look, there's more. Ooh.
So wait, what are they doing?
Those are husks.
Oh, those are husks. So they're studying the husks. Okay. What was in the last one?
Like little crawly bug things.
Oh, okay.
I hate that.
Oh, everybody, I wore to work today my Andromeda Initiative pin I got from a Loot Crate years ago.
Remember Loot Crate?
Yeah, remember Loot Crate? That was a cute thing. And somebody was actually commented on it and liked it. So, have one thing says further, don't drive after playing a game where you can run on the walls or ceilings. Oh, Yeah, no, thank you for that. That's also accurate. Thank you so much. Generality goes, I like the creepy walk those husks have.
Yeah. There's no sign of Kahoku among the creeper corpses. He must be in one of the other
I
labs.
wonder what monstrosity Cerberus has been cooking up at the next base.
Ooh, what's that? Medical station. I can do that.
Easy decryption. That's a Halloween. I wonder if anybody, speaking of a Halloween costume, everybody let us know what your Halloween costumes were, if you did anything. As you guys saw on the Instagram, I was a sim. Because it was very easy to be one at work. You just put a plumb bob over your head and call it a day. But yeah, I wonder if anybody...
Oh, perfect, Caden. All right.
Aw.
That's
He
just
and
what
Ashley can match.
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
She's wearing heavier armor.
Yeah, that's right. So this in this game...
You can change your party's armor.
Your party's armor. I think I like that. I like it if I can expect it. Because, like, just thinking about Dragon Age series. Dragon Age 1, yes, you could change the armor. Dragon Age 2, no. Very, very purposely, no. Dragon Age 3, yes.
Can you? I mean,
And it
they all,
was
they all,
more hilarious than it should have been.
They all have their own unique styles. It's not like you're just popping them in whatever.
Well, we had a friend who missed, like, in Dragon Age 2, like, was a little upset because he liked having everybody kind of match, like, more militaristically. Which makes sense to me. I can understand that. Everett goes, no costume. Did do a pumpkin. A confused face to advocate for a Facebook reaction option. Nice. For it as a Facebook reaction option. I just realized what I said. That would be very... Yeah. That should be a Facebook reaction option. Generally goes, I went to a masquerade ball, so I had a homemade mask and robe. Very cool. We need to bring back masquerade balls. And not masquerade balls as seen in Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movies.
That is an old reference now.
You know what? Great. That should be an old forgotten reference. Please and thank you. But, more masquerade balls overall. Generally goes, OMG, that's exactly the image I had in mind. I think that movie was just so strange, and even if you didn't watch it, it just stayed in your consciousness. Just the idea of it.
Wasn't that?
Eyes wide
They
shut.
split in like 2001.
They split because of that movie, pretty much.
Oh, did they?
That's what was suggested. Like, that was the end of their marriage, pretty much, at that point.
What is this anomaly anyway? Oh.
Oh! Is that a...
We'll come back to that.
Oh, we will?
Yeah.
You need the mission first?
Wait, is this... No, I don't think this is the thing I'm thinking of. I think I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, what's that? If anything, that actually looks like something from a Call of Cthulhu game.
Hey, don't hit the priceless artifact. No, we'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah, this is... If it's the one I'm thinking of, I'm going to double check. Just
Generally goes, an alien pyramid classic.
Okay. There's a thing with the consort that deals with the Prothean thing, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
we haven't
here.
met her yet.
Yeah.
She has one of the most cinematic intros for any of the characters here, and then people realize, ooh, people care about characters when they have cinematic intros. So they did it for everybody in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
You know, Mystic, we're 9 episodes in, and I feel like we're flying through Mass Effect compared to Skies of Arcadia.
There's a lot we haven't done in Mass Effect. We've done main missions and like one side mission. We've not touched any side missions.
I feel like the variety of stuff we've been able to complete has made this feel a lot more productive.
Yeah.
Than compared to like Skies of Arcadia. You get in the area, and then we were in that area for like 2 months, essentially, of stream time.
Yeah, but I intend on... We're gonna have to deviate and do a ton of side quests.
Oh, I know.
So.
No, but I'm just saying, the feeling is different.
In fact, that may be a good list instead of, put Pharos on there, but also leave Vermeer off, do X-57, and just a bunch of side quests.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, right. I forget, it's a Rachni on this one.
How did they get the Rachni?
Shh.
Mystic. How?
You go that way. And you go that way. And you...
Nice.
Really? You guys couldn't take care of her?
One last stop to make, Commander. We owe Kahoku that much.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Whoa.
You check for repulse, but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggests a different means of execution.
Oh God. It's Admiral Kahoku.
Cerberus must have tracked him down.
It's funny because I know the story, but I always forget how... I always am shocked every time something plot like that plays out.
I forget where we're supposed to go now with it, though. Yeah, alright. Head to Nephron in the Columbia system of the Voyager cluster. Okay.
After it goes, if I may bring up a tangent, what do you think of Twitch? I'm looking into starting a channel. Why have you decided to go with YouTube instead? So, we don't have anything against Twitch. We just stuck with YouTube because that's what we're used to.
Yeah, that's what we kind of started with back when we first started streaming, and yeah, that's it.
I like that it makes playlists easy. It's a little bit more searchable.
I like that it exists. Like, my videos, our videos, exist. Like, I go to Twitch, and it seems like nobody's stuff is ever up there. They upload their archives to YouTube.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't think it's as easy to find archives at YouTube. I think Twitch is really great if you're somebody who wants to keep up with someone in real time. And here's the thing for me, too, like... So the things that I'd be watching on Twitch, to be honest, I don't need to watch people play video games. I just ask my husband to play them. Or to be honest, I have other friends who'd be willing to watch play them. But for what I like to watch is usually like live play of tabletop RPGs. Most of the people who I watch who do tabletop RPGs, yeah, they'll do a live airing of it on Twitch, but most of it's pre-recorded. And part of the reason it's pre-recorded is that it helps with like keeping the storyline smooth in case you go on tangents and stuff like that. Now, a lot of these, the people I'm watching, which is like famously Critical Role, and then also Last Canon are the ones I watch. They're a lot more practiced with doing that stuff, so they don't need as much editing. But we're not on Twitch as much. So,
Yeah. if you like these planets where we're driving around on huge procedurally generated planes, watch Mass Effect 1. It will not be in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, that's right. Generally, he goes. Generally goes. I think the reason Mass Effect feels more productive is that you're not spending hours sailing around or walking through dungeons. Though driving around on planets is similar. Yeah, I'd say it is similar, but I don't think you drive around the planet as much if you're going specifically on missions. You could kind of go the lackadaisical Skyrim route and just explore every planet you could drive on, but that's not what we're doing.
We haven't taken Caden anywhere.
Jeez Louise. The forgotten... Oh, man, so
We
forgotten.
haven't taken Ashley anywhere either.
Man. No wonder they didn't kill that woman.
It's true.
You didn't give them enough skill points.
I can't be angry with you two.
Everett goes, the game seems really generous about falling off cliff damage. Yes, it definitely is. It assumes there's some shock absorption. And Everett goes, that makes sense. YouTube seems more library-oriented, and Twitch seems more live broadcast damage. Yes, I would say, that Twitch is definitely more live broadcast. You want to be in the moment, and it's a little bit better with the chat for that and everything, whereas YouTube is very much like, do you want to keep an archive? Generally goes, I didn't even know Caden was a playable character. Please tell me you're lying.
Jeez.
Generality. Oh
It is impossible to see this. You have to look for this one. I was like, okay, this one's Amazon. Okay. Let's finish up Kahoku. And let's not take the two of them, because that was not worth it. I was just checking. Wait. Sorry, I'm wondering where the names come from. Anyway.
Jaren goes, yes, but each tries to do a bit of the other, possibly to their mutual detriment. I would agree. Twitch wants you to come back, but it has never figured out how to make it easy to search and catalog and find the things you want. YouTube wants you to be able to stream, and it's just not as community oriented when it comes to chat and interacting with people in the chat and getting.
I don't know. They have the little heart thing now in the corner.
Yeah, but your Twitch gets a little bit more of a community focus, so that way you can have your own special emojis, a few subscription. The way that they structure it was very much about being in the moment. So, oh, look at the hearts! Look at all the hearts. Generally goes, my only way of finding streams is to watch on Twitch is to be linked by an external source. Yes. Yeah, Twitch is very much kind of in the same sense of back in the day when if you had cable and you would just be flipping through channels to see what you want to watch on cable. It's kind of like that, because that's why it asks stuff like, what would you be willing to watch people live stream? And then you say what you're willing to watch, and then you watch. And I did watch some stuff live on Twitch, but at the same, once I started watching it, I realized oh, this is pre-taped stuff. Why am I gonna? And I guess it's fun if you want to engage with the community there, but I don't know. I'm watching it on my TV, which means it's hard for me to engage with the chat. Maybe that's the difference between me and maybe some other people who prefer to watch it on their computer. I don't know. That's just me thinking about it. Everett goes, where do you guys see the hearts? We just see it float above the hearts button itself. That's where I see it too. I think yeah. And generally it goes, on the plus side, the rating mechanic adds a lot of discovery and socialization to the platform compared to just having suggested videos on the side. It does. And if that's what you're looking for, I think that's the ticket. I'm kind of old school in the way I watch videos, in the sense that I do not expect to talk to somebody else if they're not in the room with me or if they're on the phone. What? Whoa, I guess Mystic is smiling because I'm like reading the chat right now and I'm actually talking with you guys. But like I don't do that when I'm trying to watch and relax.
Oh no, I'm the one who walks in and starts talking randomly and everything.
Oh, and Mystic will, like, I'm in the middle of a video essay, and it's very different when you're watching a video essay, and you're trying to follow somebody's thesis, and then Mystic comes in, and he goes,
with random stuff.
hey, you know, I meant to mention, little buddy earlier today.
Yeah.
Or, hey, do you want to see this thing I worked on? What was I supposed to post on the Patreon again? Can you remind me?
Yeah, the poll.
Yeah, the poll. The poll, Mystic.
All right, I'll go do that right now. And
yeah, go do that. And then he goes back and he gets distracted by something else from work.
Ooh, mummified Solarian.
Mummified Solarian.
It's a delicacy.
I was waiting for you to say that. They do kind of look like Kelpies, though. It makes sense.
The Cerberus soldier has an identification tag for Captain Varsith, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear he came into possession of the relic. That's a Solarian, though. That's not a Cerberus opera. Cerberus wouldn't have Solarians working under them.
That's weird. Unless he was hunting down Cerberus. I don't know. Everett goes, also that needs a confused emoji option. Generality provided a confused emoji of sorts. Generality goes, nobody can just make their own emoticons anymore. Everett goes, the entire company should sponsor Mass Effect. The positive association alone would be great marketing. You know what? Yeah, I would agree with that. Make your own emoticons. Can you do that on YouTube? If you can, I just have not pursued it. And then generally goes, nah, they get busted for false advertising after someone drives off a cliff for real. I know, but you can always put in a disclaimer, only rated for driving off cliffs in the Mako.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would be perfectly fine.
Everyone else getting the sense that all these rooms look the same?
Reused assets, Mystic. I'd never. What an accusation. Oh, I didn't realize Garrus was with us. I missed who you brought down with you.
Team Alien Bro.
Team what?
Team Alien Bros.
Team Alien Bros, yes. Generally goes, closed course in professional driver. Do not attempt. Yep, that's all you need to say. Effort goes, generally, haha, I won't if anything would actually happen if I saw a Firestone logo was actually on the tires in the game. Yeah, and there are plenty of video games who've done stuff like that to get those, like, in-the-game advertisements. You gotta make sure legal's on it, though. There's a documentary series called Pepsi Where's My Jet? And Pepsi honestly didn't think they needed to put legal text on a certain thing that they offered, and they really should have. Everyone thinks it's Pepsi Jet. Generality goes, Pepsi briefly owned the world's 6th largest navy.
Sorry, I clicked off the game by accident there, which was impressive. Oh, okay. Because when I'm in that mode, it... Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Exclamation points that way, going this way.
The mystic way of playing a game.
It's called the Ushiny method.
Saw that coming.
What?
Nothing. It's just your patience with that. It's hilarious.
Sometimes I have none. Sometimes I have enough.
Should we call this the Mass Effect live stream or the Frogger live stream? You let us know. All right, we got all the things apparently.
Nope, there's more.
Ever goes, considering that actual police are supposed to have a huge debriefing after any homicide, this team will have a lot to process. I don't know. Okay, that might be true for the police, but what about the FBI? Wait, step above the FBI. What about the CIA? Do you think they have a debrief after somebody is killed in the line of duty?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't think they do, so... Spectre, you're the only expense that we do not cover.
Oh.
Is your oh
Yes.
Team Pretty and Pink right there.
Do I have that for Lorena? No. Let's see.
I find that hilarious. He just looks even more intimidating with the pink, because that's how little. It's just so great. I don't know why I think it's because the pink and white makes me think of like Easter pastels.
You guys look great.
It's just
They're different colors.
yeah, they're not the same.
That's
Probably different material to fit over to different body types.
a lot more thought than I would have expected to be put into it.
That's the thought I'm putting into it.
Headcanon.
Generally goes pink is a manly color, but generally goes he's more of a magenta though. Yeah, I would say that our Rex is more of closer to magenta. It looks pink on the screen I'm looking at though, so your results may vary.
You cautiously press a few buttons and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. If we were playing Mass Effect 2 or 3, that would have been a cutscene.
Seriously, with some dialogue.
Yeah.
Everett goes, did you just earn a pink option? Is there an in-world explanation for that? Well, each company has its own like
Look.
color options, right?
Yeah. It's, what are they wearing? They're wearing, oops. They're wearing Sorta Foundation armor. No? Yeah, Sorta Foundation armor. Whereas I am wearing RK Technologies.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's the
Yeah,
one.
so that's the color.
I'm wearing RK Technologies.
Yeah. So the color combination is more of a branding thing.
Yeah. Where's the door? Did I miss it? There it is. Alright, we got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What was the other thing we were going to do? Oh, yeah, the cultists. We should be able to do that.
Let's go. You're in a cult. Call your dad.
Isn't that... I swear that's a storyline at some point, isn't it?
In the game?
In one of the games.
I think... No, your dad is the cult.
Oop, we missed someone.
That... One last stand for Cerberus. Ever goes, in world, are you actually taking off and putting on a new colored uniforms?
Yes.
I think so. Possibly even in the middle of battle, depending on how eager you are.
Right, let's see where...
Guys, travesty of travesties. I don't know where I put down my
Okay.
chapstick.
Head to the Sentry system in the Hawking Gator cluster. Okay.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this
Is my
one.
chapstick?
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive, but no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
What are you gonna do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Blah, blah, blah.
And Jeremy goes, and is your team as government representatives allowed to wear company colors?
They're not government representatives.
No, they work for a government person who basically is a government person who's practically off the books. So, Ever goes, generality, does this remind you of Uru's bizarre lengths to make new clothing make canonical sense? Generally goes, I like the diegetic clothing rewards in Uru. You could always tell how far a
Message
new
coming in,
player was
Commander.
in the game.
Big surprise. The Alliance needs you.
Ever goes,
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Gator cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You serve with him. He might listen to you. But he's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Oh man. Ever goes, is that Lance Henriksen?
Yep.
Okay. Mystic, what were your thoughts on the Uru clothing? Because there's division.
The Uru clothing? I haven't played the online component enough to really earn clothing.
Okay.
I've played the single player component quite a bit, but it's also a very clunky game. So,
Okay. Good to know.
let's take these two just because,
Team girl power.
yeah. Well, also, they're the only two we haven't taken yet.
Huh?
They're the only two we haven't taken.
Yes, not today. Oh.
No combat strength. This will be good.
But if you fry all their computers and squish
true.
their brains with space magic, do you really need combat? Shh. Ever goes, I'm glad my Henriksen radar is properly working.
Oh, no, I do want to be there. Oh. Do I even have corner armor? Oh, I do.
Ah!
What?
Why is it most jarring when she's in pink? I'm just so used to seeing
She's
her.
in the RK technology. No, that's the wrong thing. No, it is Certa Foundation. You're
I was
right.
gonna say she has to be in Certa. It just looks. How does she change her armor without getting sick and?
For her, it's a decal. It's D brand. That is a mildly obscure joke.
Generally, I was looking at his IMDb, and wow, this guy is prolific. Voice actors, surprisingly, are. Once you hear the things they do, you're like, oh my gosh, you're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, female Shepherd is voiced by Jennifer Hale, and she is literally everywhere.
Everywhere.
We've heard her in Mortal Kombat. She's been in Guild Wars. She was a ton of animes and everything. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. She was Samus. We can't forget.
She was Samus, but there was just grunts and groans and stuff.
Still.
Yeah. But, hey, look. I always remember this because it's. If we read the codex entry for that planet, it'll talk about like how that's like a impact from whatever, but it's actually just Mars.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's like a shot of Mars flipped or whatever.
Ever goes, and he isn't even mostly a voice actor. Yeah.
Well, that was a cool little flip. I do not remember this thing. What's this about? If you play on the, I think it's the, well, I want to play it on the Xbox, but if you're playing a console, it's not the circles anymore. It's ABXY, like Simon Says.
Yes. Is that a dead person outside?
Yeah. Front of the river is crumpled from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. I mean, skeleton would be human or Asari? I don't think it. No, the hands aren't Quarian, so. Yeah. I don't know if Asari have different skull structures or not.
Whee! I will say, yeah, this car can take a beating.
And go nearly vertical. Nearly.
Dead body? What's that? No, it's not a dead body.
Why? Why did I even try that there? I just slipped. May have to go and actually pay some gel for this one. Alright. Oh no, I can try again.
There you go.
Actually had to play Frogger for a second.
Yes. Generally goes, I wish we had interior shots of the crew getting jostled around while driving. That would make it pretty authentic. Everett goes, the vehicle sustained no damage, but everyone inside is blended into yogurt by the end.
What did Star Trek
call
call
it? A chopped shepherd salad?
What did Star Trek call it? Inertial dampeners.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. Are we close to the cult yet?
We'll be with the cult soon.
You didn't have to say it like that.
Apparently we're going backwards now.
Whee! Generally goes, why not? Inertial dampeners can be explained by Mass Effect. That is very true.
It's true, yeah. And in fact, I think they are explained by Mass Effect.
That makes perfect sense. See, the thing that always amazes me is that with FTL, unless you find a way to protect the space-time continuum in the ship, we would become
This is
goo
a
if
private
we
sanctuary.
move that fast, right?
Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Uh-huh.
Why do I feel like that maybe even Father Kyle is dead?
No, not.
Huddle up!
There we go.
Way to look menacing.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
And if you don't have the high speech check, you have to fight through all this.
You could get through it, but it would be annoying as heck, dude.
Yeah. There's a chance we may have to fight our way out of this, though.
I have one thing goes / rim shot. Everett goes, I think it all depends on what a warp bubble actually is. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that exists. Generally goes, LQBR Drive.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me.
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle.
Everett goes, you burst into the
you know
with
what you
gun.
were doing, Shepard.
Should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody.
Okay. Everett goes, you burst in with gun drawn and that random lady casually walks by. Are these people drugged? They're not okay. I'll say that. That's all I can say about that.
They're advanced AI.
Oh, stop. Generality goes, they do talk like altered people, including their leader. I'm not sure this is actually a cult, more like a commune that went too deep. That could be fair.
Still gonna steal their stuff.
I mean, I do think it's a cult in the sense that the further to protect their leader. Oh.
So we'll go back to the ship and that'll be it.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
What's the other one? Difficult, lemon, difficult. Where's the Mako? There it is.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Have fun. Thanks says a commune that went too deep is kind of the same thing. And Generality goes, well, a cult is understood in modern society as kind of a scam. It's not the same if the leader believes what they... So cult, you have to qualify what kind of cult it is, because a cult is any sort of small group of people who have a similar belief that doesn't have a formal organized structure with other similar organizations like a lot of religious institutions do.
Yeah.
Everett goes, was giving him 1 hour actually the right option? He seems super suspicious.
Game said it was good.
Mm-hmm. Have one thing says, definitionally cult? Definitionally cult is any group of belief. Yep, that's what I just agreed with.
Well, this is a good place to end it.
Huh?
This is a good place to end it.
Oh, so a poll. Are you gonna post that?
I will post the poll.
I'm just ribbing you because I love you. So yeah.
Here, let's even write down what we should put on the poll on stream, so we make sure it's accurate.
Yes, guys, hold them accountable. Feel free to add us at Lore Together on the socials.
All right. Asteroid X-57, which is a DLC mission.
Okay.
Pharos. And then that should be all of that. Yeah. Terran signatures, Prothean data disks. Okay, these are all of Rogue VI. Hostage. Okay, so that's another one.
What's that one about?
Fanatical Biotics and the Hades Gamma Cluster have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies and are holed up in a derelict freighter in the Faranata system.
Okay.
And then we also have a few other things too. Let's do the Citadel ones all in one go. So then we have, that'll also include Nasana Dantius, but we also have Missing Survey Team. And that'll be our list. I'm going to probably group up the UNC Hostage and UNC Missing Survey Team into one. So.
Yeah, because they would both be shorter. Okay.
Yeah. So, that's it.
Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. Talking about AI and cults and Uru clothing.
And yeah, next week we'll be streaming our episode.
Yeah.
Related game, which it's not up yet. We still are waiting for our editor to edit them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be on A Plague's Tale: Innocence.
Yeah.
So look forward to that one.
Yeah, it's kind of a trip. Near the end, it's a trip.
We hope to get you there. If not, we'll catch you at the next Mass Effect.
Yes. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, guys. We really appreciate it and have fun with you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.